Honestly, I'm a huge fan of the show. I've been asked to do a lot of different things in my career, and I've avoided them. You're right. But something appealed to me with this. You know, I sat at home on my couch, and I'd sit there and judge. And I said, well, when they called, it was like, you know, it seems reasonable that if I'm sitting on my couch and judging, I might as well go and be a part of the show. And it's nothing like what you see on TV. When you're in there, it's a whole different experience. And I don't know what's in the air, and I was asking Howie and Sharon about it, but this seems like the nuttiest, craziest show this year. It's wild. Like, it's a learning curve. It's somewhat overwhelming. I got to stick to my guns. We got to get the very best talent. I don't want to go buzzer crazy, but I'm going to be a strict judge, and I've got to stick to that. In other words, would I put my money up and support that person? And would I, if I was a talent agent, would I actually finance that person and back them? And if the answer is no, they're not going through. What I am telling you is this. Nick rules. He's the best host at this thing. Ryan Seacrest is a puppet. He's like a robot. This is American. Shut up. This is the show. This is the one I should be affiliated with. And I feel I made the right choice. Well, there's a couple of really simple answers. The reason I went to AGT, first of all, I was a fan. I'm a fan of it because I feel the shows that are all music-oriented, only musicians, are getting burnt out. I think they're going to go the way of the disco ball. Disco was popular and then went out. It's just burnout. What I love about AGT is that I'm sitting there and I am seeing, you know, jugglers, guys who put things through their eyes, you know, people walking on glass, magicians, ventriloquists. There's one guy this year who's a ventriloquist, but he has such an original act that I was thrilled. So just when you've seen a musician or a band, all of a sudden out comes a guy who invents his own instruments, you know, that kind of thing. So it's great, or a dance team. It's true vaudeville in a way, and it takes me back to my youth, like the Ed Sullivan Show. You see so many different acts rapidly that I believe we have the best show. And I always loved AGT. I started watching it right from the beginning, you know? Well, there were other couple of reasons that I liked it too, because the show was already up and running. It was an established vehicle. The thing's like a juggernaut. If you could come to one of our tapings, you would see, even if you come to the live show, it is just insane. I've never seen a well-oiled machine like this. There are crews upon crews upon crews. What goes into making this show is spectacular energy, and I love being a part of that energy. And I mean, there's other reasons I joined. I joined too because, you know, after all, I've always done the Howard Stern Show, where I go in day after day and I have to prepare. I have to do a lot of I run my own equipment. All of a sudden I come into this, and America's Got Talent has its audience. People love it. And I'm someone who's coming in just as a judge. I'm just a part of it. And that's a new experience for me. It's not the Howard Stern Show. It's America's Got Talent. Well, for me, I have a simple criteria. The first thing I ask myself, do I want to see this person again? If that answer is yes, I put them through, you know. I also look at, well, if I don't want to see them again, is there something there, some original spark that I think could be nurtured? That if we said to this person, do this, 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 and this, and they could follow it, and they could rise to the occasion, are they worth putting through? So there's a whole bunch of things. You don't know what you're going to see each time. Nick is just a guy who has a natural delivery and not an affect. So I really like him. Howie Mandel's another reason. I'm a huge Howie fan, and I love Howie on America's Got Talent. When he joined the judging panel, I thought the show was elevated. Sharon, I've known for years. I knew Sharon back when she was just Ozzy's manager. She'd come on my radio show. I thought she was a star 15 years ago, before the reality show. So to work with her and Howie and Nick, it's great. It's a lot of fun. There's been a lot of clashes. My judging style is different. Howie and Sharon have their own unique style. What I tried to bring to it was, I'm known for blunt honesty. So I don't really sugarcoat it. I don't make a lot of jokes. I look at a person and I say to them, look, you've come to me, you want to be judged. I'm going to be straight with you. I'm not doing it to be mean. I'm doing it because you asked to be judged. You want $1 million prize. You want to be a superstar. Here's why I don't think you're a superstar. Or here's why I think you are a superstar, or how you can become a superstar. But I'm very much my own man. I replaced Piers Morgan, and I always thought Piers was a terrific judge. He was very straight ahead, very straightforward. And I think I didn't want to get caught up in Piers's energy or Howie's. Like when I first came in, Howie does a thing where he does more of an interview with people and he really gets into their lives and stuff. And that's Howie's thing. And Sharon's almost like the grande dame, She's a lady. And she has her own way of delivering the good or bad news. And I would just say I'm blunt to the point, and there's no nonsense with me. I'm going to be very straight with you.